Today discussed regarding PLC systems. The entire block diagram of PLC system is shown here. This block diagram consists of several number of sub blocks. First one is input sensing devices. The input sensing devices having some sensor is there. There are so many sensors are connected, and the input sensing devices are connected to the input module. The input module having different number of terminals are there, which is connected directly. The output of the input module is connected to the central processing unit, memory, program and data. In between the input module and central processing unit, optical isolation layer is there. Then the central processing unit, CPU, memory and program data is then connected to the output module. In between the CPU and output module also an isolation is there, that is nothing but optical isolation layer. Then the output of the output module is then connected, that is output load devices. Several load devices connected here. This one is one load devices, this one is another load devices, this one is also load devices, this one is also another load devices. Then the power supplies from input power module to the output module is through a power supply unit, as well as it provides the power to both the modules. It also provides power supply to the central processing unit or CPU. Then here the programming devices are connected here, that is a monitor computer is there, and that is programmable device is there. And this isolation, optical isolation devices is there, whose main function is to isolate the module, both the module from the input sensing device to the central processing unit. Then the PLC architecture diagram is shown here. This one is the program, and this one is the memory block, and this is input and output block. This is a real world. These are the address. These addresses lines are connected to the memory to the inputs. The output, the yellow line also provides the memory to the output lines. This one is the address bus. This one is data bus. Here there are three different buses are there. One is address bus, second one is data bus, third one is control bus. The address bus, this one is shown here, that is white in nature and white marked there for address bus, and the yellow marking is for data bus and the green marking for the control blocks. In all the cases, all the buses, all the address bus and data bus and control buses, direct communication with the input output to the central processing unit and the memory with the central processing unit. The structure of a PLC is based on the same principle as those employed in computer architecture systems. The entire block shows the computer architecture systems of a program logic controller. The main blocks are program block, memory block, input, output or IO block, and next one is address bus block, and next major block nothing but your control processing unit or central processing unit. In PLC architecture in detail, an open architecture design allows the system to be connected easily to the devices and programs made by other manufacturers. A closed architecture or proprietary systems is one whose design makes it more difficult to connect devices and program made by other manufacturers. Here important note is there, when working with PLC systems that are proprietary in nature, you must be sure that any generic hardware or softwares you use incompatible with your particular PLCs. An open architecture design allow the system to be connected easily to the devices. The closed architecture system is one whose design makes more difficult to connect the device and a program made by the other manufacturers. But in open architecture systems, the programs made by other manufacturer systems. I/O configuration, that is fixed I/O. This one is the I/O blocks dependent here. This one is the PLC program logic controller segments. Having different segments are marked here. This one is common power bus. Here supply is directly given to the PLC. Here the input interface, processor and output interface. This one is the line for the protected line is here and the different loads are connected here. It is typical of small PLCs come in one package with no separate removable units. The processor and IOs are packed together, lower in cost but lacks flexibility. So these PLC having different ICs, that is segments are there, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 in this way. Several segments are marked here. The upper segments are connected to the power bus. The lower segments are connected to the different loads. And this PLC having also different number of bodies regions. One is input interface body region, processor body region, and output interface body regions. These are the cost is low but lacks flexibility. Next, modular I/O. The modular I/O is comprises of a processor module, power supply unit, input module, and output modules. The processor module which receives power from the supply line and delivers the same to the input module. The input module controls the power supply depending on the processor. CPU central processing unit receives and then gives the commands to the output modules. Is divided by compartments. Several compartments are there into which separate modules can be plugged. Separate modules are to be plugged due to the different compartments. These features greatly increases your options on the unit's flexibility. You can choose from all the modules available and mix them in any way you desire. Next, modular I/O, that is I/O configuration. When module slides into racks, one of the modules are like slides over the different racks. It makes an electrical connection with a series of contacts called backplane. The backplane is located at the rear of the back. When this module slides into the rack, it makes an electrical connection with a series of different contacts. These are known as your backplane. The backplanes is located at the rear of the different number of the racks. The module slides into the rack. Next, power supplies. The power supply supplies DC power to other modules that plug into the rack. In large PLC systems, this power supply does not normally supply power to the field devices. In small and micro PLC systems, the power supply is also used to power field devices. Next, central processing unit or CPUs is the brain of the PLCs. Consists of a microprocessor for complementing the logic and controlling the communications among the modules, designed so the desired circuit can be entered in relay ladder logic forms. The processor accepts input data from various sensing devices. executes the stored user program and sends appropriate output commands to control the devices. Here, the central processing unit having some processor module, different modules having divided into different number of the modular segments through which the power supply unit is directly coupled with the processor, different processor module. The design so desired circuit can be entered in relay ladder forms. The processor accepts into data from various sensing devices, executes the stored user program and sends appropriate output commands to the control devices. Next, I/O sections. The I/O section generally comprises of two different modules. One is input module, second one is output module. This one is the I/O sections. Next, input module. First we discussed regarding input module. From forms the interface by which input field devices are connected to the controller. The forms, field and real worlds are used to distinguish actual external devices that exist and must be physically wired into the systems. So this one is the entire diagrams for the I/O sections. This one is input field devices. This is input module. This one is the common power bus. These are the broadcast line buses. This is user power supplies. This is relay contact, push buttons, limit switches, oscillator switches, common return bus. This one is input bus. This one is common power bus. This is user power supply. This one is input field devices. Forms the interface by which the input field devices are connected to the controller. The term field and real world are used to distinguish actual external devices that exist and must be physically wired into the system. Then similarly another segment we have to discuss, that is output module. This one is the input, this one is the block diagram of the output module system. This one is the SOL, this is PL, this is MI. This one is the output module. This is user power supply. This is common return bus. This is relay, motor starter, solenoid valves, indicator lights and LED displays. This forms the interface by which the input field devices are connected by the time of the CPUs. The PLCs employ an optical isolator which uses light to electrically isolate the internal components from the input and output terminals. This is the programming devices or PC with appropriate software. A personal computer system is the most commonly used programming devices. This software allows power to create, edit and connect documents, store and troubleshoot the programs. The personal computer communication with PLC processors via a serial or parallel data communication link. A personal computer is the most commonly used programmable logic controllers. This one is the